Welcome to the O.M.G Podcast. I'm Olivia.
I'm Maisie. And I'm Grace.
Okay, today we're doing icebreaker questions so you get to know us. Let's go. Welcome to the quickfire round. Favourite music artist? Joe. Favourite songs? Potion, Roddy and Flash Mountain.
Mine is Modern Baseball. I'm repping them with my hoodie right now. Okay, you go.
Oh, what are your favourite songs, babe?
Tell them more. My favourite songs, I like Coles, The Thrash Particle, and Alpha Kappa, Full of Troy. I love Chapel Roan. My favourite's probably Picture You. And then Ethel Cain, and my favourite's House in Nebraska.
Ooh. I love that because I don't know what any of those are.
Okay. We're just underground like that. Okay, favourite YouTuber or streamer? I feel like I don't watch one in particular, but I like podcasts. I like We're All Insane and Two Hot Takes because it's just like viewer submitted stories.
Oh.
I'm going next. I love Slushy Noobs and Vanilla Mace. Specifically Slushy Noobs as Sims 4 videos.
Hell yeah. Mine is probably Queso or Jacksepticeye. My favourite Queso ones are the horror games, and Jack is probably like the long playthroughs of like Until Dawn.
Favourite childhood book? I feel like I used to read Dog Diaries all the time.
Yes.
They were like really good. And then
really good.
Roald Dahl books. Roald Dahl books, Fantastic Mr. Fox, and then I like the Magic Faraway Tree series. I love The Hungry Caterpillar. And then there's nothing wrong with that. And then I like the Magisterium books.
That it?
Yeah.
My favourite, controversially, is probably Harry Potter because it's the only thing I read growing up. But just imagine it's written by someone else. My letterbox top 4 is Challengers, Midsummer, Barbie, and Tick Tick Boom.
Okay, I've only got 3. I don't watch many movies. Mine are Ironclaw, Perks of Being a Wallflower, and Bones and All. Hello. Mine are Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, All of Us Strangers, Dead Poets Society, and Bottoms. Favourite TV shows? Mine is Shameless, Breaking Bad, Black Mirror, and then Umbrella Academy, but not the last season.
We don't talk about the last season.
Did my girl
What the hell was that?
dirty.
Yeah, that was... Grace?
My favourite shows are... I've rewatched Modern Family and Brooklyn Nine-Nine an ungodly amount of times, so they've got to be up there. I love Yellow Jackets, and I love Attack on Titan.
Oh yeah.
She's an anime hater.
My favourite TV shows... My favourite TV shows are Superstore, Stranger Things, Taskmaster, and Dairy Girls. A weird combination.
Oh.
The main questions.
Question 1, what are your hobbies? I lack hobbies, really. I love reading. I'll read anything, but I like weird, like literary fiction, just about like weird people living weird lives. Yeah, relatable for you. I play guitar. I say I play piano. I don't. I actually don't. I just own one at this point. I like going running, and I like puzzle books. Hey, don't be ashamed of puzzle books. No, because it's bad because my Moses app is literally the Sudoku.
Didn't you get like 22 hours on it once? My hobbies are singing, writing, and playing Sims 4.
Can you give us a snippet of you singing?
No. That's for second channel vibes. Covered by the O.M.G. Yeah. Okay, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Question 2. Do you collect anything? I collect snow globes and mugs. I haven't collected snow globes in a while. I've kind of fell off. Sorry. But I used to have like loads in my window and I want to start it again. So, and mugs. I will show my collection one day because it's quite big and they're all there.
Oh yeah.
Maisie?
I collect
well, I don't really collect it, but my dad always comes back with like 22 things, like table numbers. I forgot what they're called. Well, yeah, but like no, for legal reasons, that's a joke and that doesn't happen. But yeah, I collect things with 22 on because it's my lucky number. It is.
I have a thing where when we go and see movies, I like to keep the cinema ticket, and I hate that everything is online now because I want them printed out and I want to keep them because they're nice memorabilia.
You don't get them anymore.
No, when I book it online,
Yeah,
you have to like go to the counter to ask them to print it out, and that's too much social interaction. So,
and we get free view tickets, courtesy of Grace.
Hashtag Sky TV.
That's not a promotion. Is it my? Yeah, it is. Okay. Oh, sorry. We're on a budget. Please invest. Question 3: what are you passionate about? I feel like a lot of my interests I'm passionate about because I like to know a lot about the things I like, and then also I'm interested in like biology and like genetics. So I was doing my EPQ on like breast cancer, but that hasn't happened this summer, so I might have to drop that one.
Liv,
am I next?
You're going next now.
Okay. I'm most passionate about acting and theatre. It's what I want to do when I grow up at the ripe old age of 17. Yeah, I just love it, and I'd take it very seriously. Like in primary school, I just remember I learnt the entire script, and if someone forgot their lines, I would immediately be able to tell them, even if I was already on stage.
Oh, you were that person.
I was that kid. Yeah. I was the Rachel Berry of primary school.
Oh God.
And then I just kind of stopped doing it as I grew up, like went through secondary school, and then I do it at A level, and I really love it. You've seen me. What do you think? Give us a review.
She's
she's really good. So great. Yeah, I just love like the lights on me, which sounds really like kind of self-centered, but I don't mean it in like, oh, everyone can see me. I just mean that you're in such a good environment, and you're providing people entertainment, and when people laugh at you in a good way, it's like so rewarding, and especially if you're getting laughed at the most. So yeah, acting. Yeah, I feel like it's good now because obviously like in secondary it would have been terrible because like no one would actually care, but now you're in college and like your whole class is really passionate about it. Yeah, because like you can actually do like really good performances. Yeah, because we did drama, didn't we, in like year 8 and year 9, but everyone just took the piss.
I hated that lesson.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm the opposite of you two because I feel like Liv, you're very like showcasey and you love stuff like that, and Maisie's very sciencey. I feel like I'm a bit different. I'm like Maisie. I just love like learning things about the stuff that I like, and like I challenge myself to like watch a certain amount. Like when I like something, I want to watch like all the movies about it, or like start reading loads of like classic books so that I feel like more intellectual than I was before. I just love doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
Next, what is your most prized possession? Ooh. I feel like that's a tricky one because I feel like I have what I need and I don't like have something that I'm like, oh, this is the best thing I've ever owned. It's more like stuff I love. Someone take over. I can't think of one.
We'll come back round. Well, initially I said Lyra, and then I thought that's a bit mean. I can't really call her a possession. Who's Lyra? My cat. You're gonna put a photo of her in. I feel like it would be my journal if I kept it up more regularly, but I'm not at the minute. And then I feel like my iPad. I'm literally an iPad kid, but you don't understand. I got the keyboard for it, and now I'm like even more attached because I'm like, this is so cool. I need that. I desperately need an iPad with a keyboard. I literally love it. It's kind of cringe, but like I actually realised how much I value this. I have a teddy bear that is called Flo, and she's genuinely like, I don't know. I'm 17 sleeping with a teddy, and I think that's great. Yeah. If anyone wants to judge me for that, then get out. No, It's just like a comfort thing. Like, if I don't sleep with her, I don't feel right. And I have to, like, pretend, like, I have to, like, bunch my covers up to pretend I'm hugging her, which is quite sad. But I've literally slept with her straight for, like, 4 years.
I'm gonna go. I feel like I'm. Go,
The raw
I feel like I'm
unedited
going down
view.
Maisie's route, but genuinely my laptop, I feel like it brings me so much comfort to just sit and watch YouTube on it. Like
Yeah.
after a bad day, you just want to go home and like sit in bed and watch YouTube, and I love that. It just makes my life feel easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 5, what is on your bucket list? Maisie will definitely take over for this one.
There you
Are you going?
go. No, you go first.
Okay. Mine is having my name in the credits of a film, and it doesn't matter what I am in that film, like director, actor, producer. I couldn't care less. I suit it more with acting. Like, I feel like that's how I see it in the film, in the credits. But that's just a dream of mine. Or like on the side of like a West End show. That is what I want.
Yeah. So I have a
Oh
whole.
my god, that's so much on there.
That's not even it. No, I've got a book. I've got a notes page of like my bucket list, but they're not like big things because I feel like I don't want to have like a bucket list of life goals because then it'll just demotivate me if I like don't do
Yeah.
them. But I'll list off a couple. I won't get too into it. I want to be in like a really badly produced like horror film that is like student made. I'm just gonna go to university. I'm gonna get in with all like the film students. I really want to get hypnotized because I want to see if it's real because I don't know whether to believe it or not. I want to do a half marathon at some point. Hopefully with my dad. What else do I want to do? Oh, I love to make an album.
Yeah.
I want to learn magic tricks.
Oh my god.
And then there's just like random things. I love to just watch like a TED talk, and it's just stuff like that.
Well, like in real life.
Yeah, I love to go, but I don't know if like, do they tell you what it is before you go and watch? I'm assuming so.
Yeah, because
But I'd have
imagine
to
if.
see.
Because don't you have to get like tickets to that?
Yeah,
Is it like
I just go to a random one though. But to be fair, like when I've watched some of them aren't even interesting because I like the ones where they're talking about like their experience and stuff. But the ones where they've just got like loads of like graphs and statistics, I'm like, I don't.
Yeah, like do you remember when they used to show us TED Talks when they had no cover for science lessons?
Oh
Yeah.
my
And I was
God.
just like, this is not interesting whatsoever. I mean, if it's actually a
Yeah.
thing, then fair enough. But I just can't imagine because they're long as well. I can't imagine sitting
Yeah.
through like an hour and a half of
I know.
just pure science graphs and.
But I just want to go to say I've been the one.
Yeah, true.
bucket list. I just want to like travel, like go places that like I would be, because I feel like when we go on holidays, it's more like of a relaxed holiday. But I want to go to like city breaks and like traveling like to bigger places where it's like historical and like you can go and like visit things other than just like around the pool. Because I feel like
Yeah.
I enjoy that, but I want to see
'Cause
places.
You could do that. But you could do that if you go to the right place.
Mm.
Like, I think Italy is a good one of like you could have like a
Yeah.
pool holiday,
Yeah.
but then you could go and look up so much stuff. Do you have anywhere like a dream location?
I just want to go to like. I mean, I've been to Prague and I really loved that. That was really nice. I know that's a question later of like coolest place you've been, but
Yeah.
I loved Prague, and I hopefully am going to Krakow soon, and I'd love to go to like Auschwitz and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I'd love to go places in Asia because I think it's just like a massive continent with just so much like individuality in each country, and I just think I just want to travel.
Yeah.
What is your favourite recent memory? I feel like I didn't have any very exciting, but one that just stuck out is that I came home from work and it was like 9 o'clock. For some reason, my family decided to invest in a table tennis table, which I've literally never heard anyone just get one of them. So why would you do that? But we did. So I came home and it was like pitch black, and we were playing double tables tennis in the dark when no one can see at all. And then we came in and we played card games, which people don't talk about cards enough. Literally, like my dream night would be playing cards. It's so great. But we found this new game, and it was so bad. Like everyone was like shouting. There was like cards flying across the table. It's so bad because like all my family is so competitive, so it was so funny, but it was just nice. It was just like it was good.
Liv?
Yeah. I went to London a couple of weeks ago, and I mean, it's kind of sad because I go to London like all the time. I think I'm going 5 times this year, and it's all like after this video. But I just love it. I just love going, and it's just nice. And I went with my auntie and my nan, and we saw Oliver. Which I always kind of have like a thing against Oliver because apparently, you know, when someone says you used to love this as a kid and you don't remember it, and you're like, no, I didn't. Like, I feel defensive over it, and so it was like the only show on. But I'm so glad we saw it because I really enjoyed myself, and it flew by. Like some shows, even if the ones I love can really drag. Like I feel like Hamilton kind of. I mean, I love Hamilton, so I don't really feel like it. But when I saw it on stage as opposed to screen, it kind of it felt longer, but not in a bad way. But I can understand why people think that. So that was my favourite recent memory because it was a nice time, and we did nearly kill my nan because she's not like old, but she's 70 and she's active 70, but not London active 70. So that was an experience. Grace?
Favorite recent memory. I feel like I know this is silly, but like literally yesterday when we just from like 1:30 p.m. till 1:30 a.m. we watched the entirety of season 2 of Drag Race UK because me and Maisie had never watched it, and it's Liv's favourite season, so we're like we may as well go in the deep end. And I just had a great time because there's nothing more like fulfilling than just finishing an entire season of a show in one day.
Mm-hmm.
And
Literally.
I love that.
Yeah.
And I'm so maternal for RuPaul. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So cute.
I completely forgot about the crash out when he's like, "Don't buy a dress off the rack from H&M. Don't play with
But
me."
he'd been in quarantine for 2 weeks. He deserved to let
2
that out.
weeks, 7 months.
Yeah, no, but he said he got COVID and he had to like house arrest again.
Oh.
Question 7.
Question 7.
Question 7. Who knows you best? I think probably you two. Like, I know that's like such a cliche answer because we're literally making a podcast together, so we're obviously like good friends. But I feel like I'm just with you enough. Like, I feel like I'm with Liv all the time, and then Maisie, like, I'm with you all the time because we watch college together, get the bus together, and I've known you since primary school. I feel like we just know each other's like ins and outs.
Yeah.
In a not weird way. Like you just know how we tick, and I like that.
Yeah.
I feel like I would say the same thing. Like, I think you two know like my interests well, because like my family knows me well, but like in a different way. I feel like they know a lot of like, because obviously living with someone, you find out a lot about like how they work as a person. But yeah, I would say you two.
3 for 3. I would also say you two. Because my mum is definitely like the not third option in terms of the last resort. I mean, like the 3 people who know me the best. Because you two know me like interests and socially, and I feel like that's very important. Like I was saying to you earlier, I don't like surprises with gifts or anything, but I love it when I don't know what you two are giving me because I know you know me, and I'm not like scared you're gonna get me something that I'm like don't like because we would literally spend like 24/7 together.
Yeah.
And then my mum knows me best in terms of like how I live and how I kind of exist, if that makes sense, because she knows like if something's annoying me or like she can kind of preempt stuff already, or like she just seems to know what's wrong with me. And like me and my mum have such a certain way of living, like because like I go to my aunties and my nan's quite a lot, but like when I went to London with them, and it was a completely different time when I went to London with my mum. And so I feel like she knows me best in terms of like the way I actually exist, but then you two know me best, like I said, like socially, which I think it's a good in between.
Yeah.
Because you probably do know me the way my mum knows me, but you have that on top of it.
Well, I feel like it's different when it's like your mum, because it's like my mum knows stuff about me that I don't know about me.
Yeah, I agree. Question number 8, which is kind of close to this, but what family member are you closest to? Obviously my mum. I live with her. So, you know, she, like I said, she just knows me in like, in such a, it's kind of creepy how well she just knows what kind of ticks me, and like, she, like I said, she just knows what's wrong with me before I even know, and I'm like, that's, I don't like that, it's weird. But like, she's definitely closest to me. And then my nan and my auntie, I feel like I have to mention, because even though I've mentioned them about 12 times, but because they just, like, me and my auntie talk a lot about like films and stuff, and so that already brings us closer because we go to the cinema together, which, because I love, I think it automatically like strengthens a relationship. And then my nan's my nan, you know, she spoils me to death, and you know, probably makes me a bad person for it. But yeah, they're the three people I spend like all my time with, aside from you two. So I'm definitely closest to them.
Mm-hmm. I would say I'm closest to my dad because we go running together, and I feel like it's nice because not only like he's seen me like sweating out of breath, like absolutely like on the verge of death, but also it's good to like work towards something together, and
Yeah.
like it's good just to have that time like away from the house where we're just like talking about stuff, and then I feel we just have the same humor, so I've always like got on with him very well.
I feel like I'm really close with both of my parents, and I feel like that's just kind of granted. As an only child, I feel like I've not got any kind of, they've always been focused on me, which I'm obviously grateful for. But I feel like growing up, I was close to them both, but I feel like I was maybe closer to my dad because he's just like silly and it's like very like kiddie. But then I feel like since I've become a teenager, me and my mum have just got a lot closer, like emotionally. And I feel like she's just one, like when you get older and you realize how much your mum does for you, and like how she knows everything, and she's just always like planned and practiced at stuff that you didn't even think about when you were younger. And I feel like now that I'm older, I'm able to appreciate that more, and it's like got us a lot closer. Yeah.
Okay.
Outfit change.
Okay, question 9. What skill would you most like to learn? I feel like in an ideal life, I would learn another language, like especially Spanish. I would love to learn because my parents wanted to move there for a while, which I don't know why that was gonna happen because they're never gonna learn that language. But I feel like realistically, I'm never gonna learn that. I had my Duolingo streak for a little bit. That was in German though, which I don't know why I did that. But I feel like little things. I really want to be one of those person who just like knows loads of fun facts. Like my biology teacher, she knows so many like cool facts about biology. Also, I really want to learn to like dry flowers. Like I tried to dry a bouquet of flowers and I had it hung up. I had like a bobble tied around it and it was hung up upside down in my wardrobe for ages. Because no, someone told me if I did that and like put hairspray on it, then it would dry.
That's like those wiki life hacks.
Yeah. Well, they told me if I keep it upside down with hairspray on, it would dry. And then after like 2 weeks, this is good that I was moving house because my wardrobe was empty. Every time I opened my wardrobe, it would absolutely sting.
Oh.
So I gave up and just threw it in the bin. But I'd love to do that because I've seen on Pinterest where like people have like walls and they've got like all their bouquets hanging, and I'm like, that's so cute.
That's nice. For me, I also would like to learn another language, but after GCSE Spanish, I don't think that's happening because oh my god, I was so bad. Like I feel like if I read it or listen to other people speak, sometimes I can pick up on what they're saying, but the speaking exam was horrendous, and I don't want to talk about it.
Hashtag foundation.
Awful. I hated it. I walked out the mock crying. It was horrible. But I feel like more than that, I'd like to learn sign language because I want to be a teacher when I'm older. I want to be a primary school teacher. So I just feel like being able to communicate with kids in a different way, whether they're like deaf or it's like special educational needs. I feel like, and even if like they're just like the whole class, being able to communicate in a different way can be so helpful for kids for so many different reasons if they can't find the words for what they're trying to say. And I just feel like because one of my aunties is a childminder, and she used to teach us like Makaton. I feel like even ever since then I've been like, yeah, this is something like more people need to know.
Yeah, I agree. I don't really get why, you know, this is the thing about school, like they teach us such stupid stuff that we don't need. But like, oh, sign language isn't on the curriculum. Learning how to like get a house or just exist after school, like it just isn't a thing. And I think like sign language is a good one to learn. I don't really want to go after that because mine's just a bit insensitive. It's not, but like after that, it just seems so like. I want to know how to crochet, but I just
That's a good
can't.
one.
I can't. My hands don't. I can't even plait my own hair. Like I look like a milkmaid when I do it. So I don't get how I'd ever be able to crochet.
What do you want to crochet?
Anything. Like genuinely anything. Like obviously, it made me think. The queso plushie that she made.
Yeah.
That made me think about it because I've always wanted to do it. Because like I said the other day, I know a friend in rugby who crochets, and it just looks so fun. And I'm just like, I just want to be like, I want to make that, and just do it instead of having to pay extortionate prices, which I understand. To be fair.
To be fair, I do want to learn to sew because I've had a sewing machine for ages, and then my neighbour gifted me one. But I made a few pillows, and that was it.
Did you ever use them?
No. No, because I got a sewing machine. I was like, I'm gonna learn to sew. And then my mum came at me with all these requests, like, "Oh yeah, yeah, great auntie wants a pillow making." So I made a pillow for her, and that was the extent of that.
I was gonna say that another skill is learn guitar, which sounds so stupid because I literally have a grade in it, and it was grade 1. The bare minimum. But I just stopped. I couldn't do it then. I passed with the skin in my teeth, and I just feel like I literally have a guitar and I just strum it because I'm just like I have no idea what I'm doing. But
That's
like
all you need to do.
when I because I do practice, like I know basic chords, but I just feel like when I do it, I just can't do it, and I don't think I'll ever be able to. But it is something I really wish I could do.
Yeah, I wish I could learn music theory. Because
Music theory is
I
the
know you're gonna
bane
have
of
such
it.
a bad reaction to this, but I wish I did it at GCSE. So I was like forced to actually So I was forced to like actually learn some of it because my guitar teachers explain some of it, and it's really interesting. But like when I'm not in that academic setting, it's hard to like dedicate time to it when it just feels like a fun hobby.
I feel like I'd be the other way round because sometimes when I learnt piano for 3 months, I feel like my auntie would tell me about it, and I'd be like, "Oh, I get this." But then when I went back to do it at GCSE, I mean, we did have, I'm scared she's going to see this, but we didn't have the best teacher, and never know. She just didn't cater to me, and yeah, so it was just a bit. I just never understood it, and it was a hard class to be in when you're not performing, because it was just like I literally got an A-star on my performance, and then I got a D on my music theory because I just didn't get it, and I think it's difficult when you're wanting to go into that industry or around it, and you don't know the basics, even though there's so many like Paul McCartney can't read sheet music. Like people can do it, but I feel like when you're in an academic setting, you just feel so stupid when you can't do it because you're like, why am I even taking this if I can't do the bare minimum? But then think about how many musicians just do what they want.
Yeah.
So
I feel like on the topic of crochet, it brought back a story from when I was younger. My nan used to knit a lot, and I remember she was making like a scarf or something for one of my other cousins, and I was like, "Oh, let me let me help out." So she showed me how to do it, and I thought I was doing the right thing, and I went on for a bit. It all got knotted in like the needles, and I was like, I don't know how I've done this. So I thought she was gonna be so mad. So I was like, Nan, I'm sorry, I've messed up your scarf. And she literally was like, "What have you done?" And she just starts undoing it all. And then for the rest of the day while I was at our house, we like had a Disney movie on, and she's just unpicking all this knotted scarf, and I was like, I feel so bad. But I'm not a creative person, so I don't even know why I offered, because like, no.
To be fair, if you were young, why is she like getting you to practice on her scarf?
Because she wanted me to be a knitter like her, because because my nan had 5 kids, and I don't think any of them took up knitting, so I think she was hoping that I would be the next in the lineage.
No, my grandma, she used to sew. She'd put like all my old primary school tops on like teddy bears and stuff.
Oh.
But I wish, because like she died when I was like really young, so she never got. Stop! Don't laugh at that.
I know I went like that.
Top 5 podcast.
Wait, yeah, then that can be the thumbnail. anyway, yeah, but so she never really got to teach me, but that was quite cool.
No.
Lovely.
Who's
Okay,
next?
next one.
Oh, is this question 10? Yeah. The coolest place you've travelled. I touched on this earlier when I said Prague because I just thought it was really beautiful. And I went in like, I think it was like April, May time, so it was still quite cold because it was like spring and it was just really nice. Because I like, like cold European cities. I feel like
Yeah.
they have such a nice vibe. But I've been to Mexico and I thought that was really nice. But we went in the middle of August and I've never sweated so much in my life because I cannot handle heat. Like genuinely, if even in this country when we've had like heat waves recently, I'm like I can't do this,
No.
and it genuinely sends me into like breakdown mode. But like obviously, when you're on holiday, you can walk around in a bikini. That helped, but like if you were to like step out for a few minutes, like you just get roasted. And I was like, I'm too much of a redhead for this. Like I can't handle that. And like that you keep getting shouted at because they had a lot of coconut trees, and I nearly got took out by a coconut when they're trying to take them down, so they didn't hurt people. But then I'd walk under the tree while they're trying to do it. Irrelevant. Really nice place. And I remember one day we went on a day trip to like this small village, and it was like one of those villages in like the middle of nowhere where it's just like them and like man built houses. Well, I mean all houses man built. You like proper man. Oh, conspiracy theory. We'll be back with you on that one. But like they were all just like obviously like no internet, and I was like, it's crazy that you live every day just like walking around the way we live in England, like everything's on screens and stuff, and there's people just living in the middle of nowhere, like living off what they have. And I'm like, that was crazy. But they were like selling all like handmade bracelets that they'd made to like make money. And of course, I bought some because they were really nice.
I always feel like you have to like. I don't know if I see someone making handmade stuff, I feel obliged to like try and have an interest or like buy it. Because I remember this is a bit random, but there was this little girl in a supermarket once, and she'd like made bracelets, and all the money she was collecting was going to like a charity. And me and my mum just went, we have to go and get like 5, and we got like quite a few, and she was so sweet, and yeah. You next?
You can't even see my face. Hold on. Let me not put my feet up. What was the question? Oh. Oh, I really liked going to Greece. That was like ages ago. But I actually didn't like how there was like massive bugs, but they were like mewing. There was like this massive stick bug. So maybe that isn't my favourite place I've travelled. No, but there was loads of stray cats. And that was great.
I love going to like Greece and Cyprus for that.
I know. Probably could have got like rabies, but literally worth it. I also think when I was like younger, we went to Disney, and I feel like it was the perfect time to go because it was so like magical and it was so cute. Like looking back with like all the princesses and stuff.
Yeah, because I want to go to Disneyland now because I've never been, but I'd still enjoy it even though I'm 17 because I do enjoy Disney and Pixar films. But like, it's different when you're like 7.
You're gonna be a Disney adult by the time you go,
and that's okay. Well.
Is it?
First time in Disney as a Disney adult, I let it slide. But like Disney adults, like go every day on the day off. I'm like,
no, yeah, I wouldn't.
I have to judge a little.
I'm not
bit,
that
I'm
much
sorry.
of a fan. Like, I'd love to go and like experience it and just be like kind of like kiddish for a day. But then like you can go to like Universal and stuff, and I know I'd love that more. But like it's all part of the experience. So I'd like it. The favorite place, no, coolest place. Sorry, I've traveled to has to be New York. I feel like I've loved everywhere else I've gone, but that is like when you're there, you just feel different. And I didn't have the best experience in New York because of the weather and the earthquake, and various different reasons. Hashtag me having a panic attack because I sent Grace 17 messages and it cost my mum 25 quid. And we were there for like
oh my god, I remember that.
We were there for literally like an hour, and the reason I had the panic attack was because as soon as we landed, my mum said don't message anyone, and I immediately messaged Grace. And I was like, fuck. But no, New York is definitely. I want to go. I think it's the coolest place because I constantly want to go back because I just it felt like London, but you were abroad, so you kind of felt different, and it was just a cool place. Like you just saw things and you were like, you can see the appeal, even though my family didn't like it, and I still prefer London to New York, but it just felt like London abroad, and that's what I really liked about it. So it's probably the coolest place I've been to. Am I the next question person?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, we changed this up a little bit. Number 11, who is your idol? Mine is Florence Pugh, because I kind of always wanted to get into acting anyway, but then Florence was kind of, also that's why my teddy bear is called Flo, after Florence Pugh. No, not after the period tracking app.
Damn, that's the whole time. That's what I thought it was.
And so yeah, she's a good role model, and I feel like she uses her platform for good, and she's also a really down to earth person, and she values family, and yeah, and she's great at her job, and so if I can be anything like Florence, that's great, and so she's definitely my idol.
Mm-hmm. My idol is Taylor Russell. I think
what a surprise.
I just think I love the way that she's so soft spoken, and like everything she says has like a purpose behind it, and I love the way she words things, and I feel like all the characters that she plays, like you really resonate with them. Like even in like Bones and All is about cannibals, and somehow I'm like, Maren, I really feel you. And I feel like in Waves, that film, I love it more than I should, because it's not like a great film, but I just love it and her character in it, and the way, especially like when they're talking about like grief and like what a brother did, I just think it's so good, and I just love her.
Yeah,
It is.
I feel like I go on about her all the time because I love her, but recently I've started watching Vanilla Mace a lot, and I just think she's one of the most lovable human beings I've ever come across. Like, she's just so, like, so nice. Like, she just seems so lovely and like open, and I feel like because she's very honest and like not embarrassed about anything, like she's very open about like her sexuality and like her anxiety and just like her job and everything. And I just think in a world where I feel like a lot of people are like, you're just waiting for something bad to come out about them, and I feel like especially with it becoming easier for people to become influencers, you never know if someone's a good person. I just feel like she's one of those people that she's like a breath of fresh air, because she's so, like, she just loves her job, and you can tell that she loves being in the place that she is. And I just think she's such a good role model for young girls, for like how to conduct yourself, and then like body positivity, and I just think she's so lovely.
No, I agree, but I think the most lovable person is Katie being a shiesty.
Oh, she wanna kick in my pants out Chevrolet. We love KB in this house.
Is it my go?
Yes.
Yeah.
Question 12.
Thanks. Question 12. What is one day that instantly makes your day better? What?
You said that all the way.
Okay, question 12. What is one thing that makes your day better? I'm gonna end up going on about this so much in the podcast, but if I see 22 anywhere, I'm like, it's so stupid, but it just makes me feel so much better. I'm like, I'm meant to be here.
One thing that makes my day, I feel like just be like feeling like comfortable, like relaxed where you are. Like, I love just having a lazy day, like watching YouTube, and I just think when you have a bad day, or like when it's just been like you've got so much on your plate and you find time to just sit down and like watch a show you like, or watch YouTube, or like recently I've been doing a lot of colouring, and I just feel like those things that like they bring you no stress, it's just relaxing, and it's just nice to have like an escape from something. Silence that now.
Oh God, do not disturb.
The new running watches cause a lot of problems.
Constantly freaking beeping.
Yes, I love it. I'm on do not disturb.
I'm waiting for Liv to start.
Oh.
Look at your watch.
One thing that instantly makes my day better, this is kind of like, not cringe, but like, it's kind of odd. But like, if me and my mum go out for coffee and cake and then like a gossip, my day's instantly made. Like, it's just, and we don't do it often, so like, it's hard to. Yeah, we do it often, and that's a fat lie. So it's hard to be like, obviously every day is not instantly better because we don't do that. But like, it's just fun. It's just nice to go out and just talk about anything and everything. And we always end up going to M&S because why not, treat yourself. And yeah, that does make my day better because, like I said, even if you don't talk about anything that's weighing you down, you're still just talking to someone. And I think it just, yeah, I just love doing it. I say with my mum, but with anyone, like I just find it so fun.
Question 13. Aside from necessities, what is one thing you could not live a day without?
I can't even remember what I put.
I feel like
Oh yeah.
if we're going aside from necessities, maybe I could. I mean, I have lived a day without it, so it's not right. But like something that I just find myself using a lot. I love my headphones, and I feel like I'm one of those people. I just have them in all the time, where I'm listening to music or watching a YouTube video, or I've been listening to a lot of audiobooks recently, and I feel like even when you want to go out and like even when you're trying to do something like to relax, like colouring, or you're going out for a walk, I feel like having headphones to like listen to something can help you like not be in your own head about things. And I feel like having something that's like gonna cheer you up while you're doing something positive like colouring or going outside, I feel like it just makes my day a lot more like stress free.
I put my watch down, but really no.
This freaking watch.
No. I put my watch down, but really, just like any clock, I need to know what time it is. Like, it stresses me out if I don't know the time. And I feel like if I spent a whole day just like being so unaware of what time it was, I'd just be stressed out constantly.
Maybe that should be a new skill and have teletime through the sun.
Wait, yeah.
What if you can't see the sun? Do you just have to
And
get?
then it's night time,
I mean, like it's cloudy.
so go to sleep.
Yeah, but you'll be able to see where it is in the clouds, though, can't you? It's
True.
I was gonna say then I'll just Google where the sun is, but then lordy lord.
This
Oh my lordy
generation.
lord. This generation.
I kind of relates to the last question. I put iced coffee because I couldn't think of anything that I mean, I have lived a day without iced coffee, but like I think it's the one thing that's kind of a continuous in my day, like in my day-to-day life. I could go with.
Oh god.
I could go without it, but it does make my day better, and I think that's the kind of the whole point. Because you could talk about like movies and stuff, but like I said, you don't go every day watching a movie, so probably a nice coffee. Is it mine next?
Yeah.
Question 14. What do you enjoy spending money on? I love just buying stupid things like geeky things. Like I love getting like t-shirts with like superheroes on, or just I get pins quite a lot. I feel like pins are the most stupid things on the planet, but I love decorating my lanyard with them, and just anything that's kind of shows my interests, because I feel like I'm showing my identity to like when I'm going out. So yeah, just geeky things that make me happy, like Funko Pops. I think is a good one because they're so expensive, but I love buying them. So yeah, that's mine.
I'm not as bad with it now, but anything off Vinted.
Oh my god. The Vinted curse of like 2024 was bad.
No, but it's so great because like I love giving people offers. It's so fun.
But you're cheeky with it. It's not like
Yeah, that's the fun in it. And then like just walking down to the locker and like picking up my parcel. That's so exciting. Like the whole experience is just great.
I felt like every week I'd see you, and you'd just be like, "Hey, so I'm going to the parcel. This happened."
I'm going to the parcel.
like we'd be about to leave college and she'd be like, "Can we please go to the Vinted lockers?" And it's like, "Oh,
Yeah, you're
not again."
always there, and something
Please,
always happens.
she'd get a notification, be like, "My Vinted parcel is here. We must go now." I'm like, "Oh no!"
It's just so great.
I hate Vinted.
I feel like I've never used it, but I'd be too scared of getting scammed.
I ordered that book for drama, and then we never. I mean, it was kind of my fault, but we never used it, and it just felt like I went through such a rigmarole trying to get it, and then it wasn't her fault. I just felt like I don't know. It just felt awful. And I remember one time I favorited something, and within 2 minutes of me favoriting, the owner was like, "Hey, so you're gonna buy this?" And I was like, "I've just had an interest in it. I don't have £10. I'm being delusional."
I feel like I buy more books than I will ever read, and I feel like I need to stop because like my bookshelf is full. I've Maisie's mum kindly gave me some books the other week, and I had to clear out all my bookshelves and my DVD cabinet to fit them in, and my Kindle. I ask every time there's something 99p on Kindle. I'm like, yes, get in my basket. But it makes me sad because it's like I'm never going to be able to read all the books, watch all the movies, and like listen to all the music that I want to in life before I die. And I'm like, that's so sad.
Yeah.
But at least they're in my library for when I want to. So
That was there.
Literally my mum. Like anytime I'm like, oh, I bought a new book, my mum's like, oh my god, because my mum's like a Kindle Unlimited warrior, so she never buys books.
No, I feel like this is why retirement is going to be my peak, because no, not only can I just, I'm so excited to just be like a rude old woman. Like I can, I can unleash my honesty. I can do all my Sudoku without people like judging me for it. I can go to bingo.
Hey, you can do this anytime.
We need to go to bingo. I've
Yeah.
actually had this conversation.
Yes.
I had this conversation with my mum recently. I really want to go to bingo.
I love bingo. I used to go. I remember we used to go on. My nan used to, a different nan, used to love going to Blackpool and just playing bingo. And that is a big part of my childhood, going to shitty Blackpool and playing bingo and winning. I remember I won a lava lamp, and I remember just turning it on, and if it was on for longer than 5 minutes, that was about to blow. But it looked cute. It wasn't even a lava lamp. It was just like glitter in it, but they kept saying like, "Oh, it's a lava lamp," and it just wasn't. But that shit was my favorite for a long time.
Yeah, but then like retirement, you've got nothing to do but watch movies and like.
Yeah, but your
music and
interests are
stuff.
gonna change. What if I watch a movie now and then 60 years later that type doesn't appeal to me?
Yeah, but I still like all my like childhood movies.
True.
15. What's something that always makes you smile? I put seeing cats on like the side of the road because the amount of times I've just sent like snaps to our group chat of me just with like a random cat because I love them and I always have to try and befriend them, and it's so bad because like I have to like tell myself to just like not go into random people's drives just to like see their cats. But there's two that like me and my dad do like a little walk around our block, and there's these two like they're flat faced cats and they're so fluffy, and like they always come up to us and we just have to like kind of lure them out the drive a bit. And then we just sit with them and they're so cute. But then one tried to like follow us home and we were like, this has gone too far. But it's so cute.
Something that always makes me smile. Well, obviously you. She was begging for that.
It worked.
Something that always makes me smile. Always. I love a Tesco meal deal. That's
this is the true stuff.
Yeah, but what if the sandwich isn't in stock that you want? Then it won't make you smile.
Get them back up.
I was saying, you have
I have a few on rotation that I get. But if you're ever in a free period with Liv and you mention Tesco, she's already closed the laptop lid before you've even said it, and she's running out the door. Oh my god, the amount of time we have wasted in year 12 because we were in Tesco.
No.
Well, it's more like debating whether we should go to Tesco or not, but wasting time. Because the Tesco's not even that far.
It's always like, oh, I want a sweet treat. And then we're like, but I don't want the stuff that's at the shop at college.
Yeah.
And then we slowly just, like, things start getting logged off. Oh, the laptop crashed. Oh, let's just go. I love Tesco. I could actually, like, this could be a whole podcast episode for me of how much I love Tesco.
I love my club card.
Oh, yes.
Because, like, have you seen the raising the prices of the meal deal? However, I was like, do you know?
What?
I don't know, and I don't have a club card either, so it's
Get one.
expensive.
Get one.
I think
it's
Mum.
free.
You need one.
I know. I think my mum has one, but I just haven't used it. I don't know why.
I'll just send you my QR code.
But my favourite thing to do at Tesco is buy the expensive stuff of a meal deal and get like £7 saving, and you're only spending £4.
Mm-hmm.
That you don't understand. That is what always makes me smile. I actually can't. That is one of the best feelings ever. Anyway, my true answer for that question is going to the movies
Yes.
or the theatre. One of the two. No, I just feel like I'm always, especially. I mean, even if it's a sad movie, I feel like I leave feeling
You're
content.
evil.
No,
I feel like there aren't enough sad movies recently. Like sometimes I just want to watch a movie that's going to make me cry.
Came out like a year ago.
No, because I read your letterbox review for Wonka the other day.
Wonka
Two and a
was
half-
a good film.
2.5 stars, but she said, "Why do I want to cry?"
2.5 stars. I gave it 5 stars.
It wasn't that good. It was mid.
I might have changed it to 4.5, but
I'm
No,
just
I-
glad that Tristan warned me that it was a musical before I went, because I didn't watch the trailer, which is so unlike me. But me and my mum were like, "Oh, let's go watch it." And then the day before, Tristan was like, "Oh, I saw it last night. The songs were so good." And I was like, "The songs?" I was like, "It's a Roald Dahl movie. Like, I should have expected that, but I didn't." And then, because I just didn't think of Timothy Chalamet. Like, I can picture him dancing, but not singing. I wasn't ready
well
for
now
that.
look, he's done like 3 different singing roles.
Yeah.
But no, I loved Wonka and I loved the song because I was in the top 8% last year.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. It was like an obsession.
And if I go on like, if you go on YouTube Music and it's like in the top mixes for you, that soundtrack still comes up and I haven't listened to it in a while. So
I watched it on Christmas Eve, and I watched it on Christmas.
Cut that.
Christmas Eve. That's wrong.
Anyway.
It's not Christmas season. Oh yeah, I watched on Christmas Eve, but it made me so upset because I saw this TikTok clip of Timothy Chalamet's, like, from a few years ago, saying he really wanted to act in kids' movies, and then I was like, oh my god, look at him, he's here right now, and I'm watching him.
Okay. Sympathetic queen.
I'm literally member.
Crying over love for Timmy T.
I think one of my favourite last sad films, it's between the two, is one of your favourites, All of Us Strangers, or A Good Person with Florence Pugh. That film is not spoken about enough. Remember when we went and it was just us in the cinema, and I was like,
Yeah.
I'm shocked because it
I
had a
was
big
surprised by
cast, and I was like, I'm shocked that people haven't come to see this. So I always say that's one of the most underrated movies of all time because it's so
I
sad.
always remember when we went to see All of the Strangers. We went on a Friday night, so
Friday night.
we went to Nando's after, and I was just sat in the Nando's booth crying because something about that speech that Andrew Scott gave, like, when he's talking to his dad, like, I actually just broke down crying. I was like, oh my god, this is so sad. And like, they were bringing our food, and I'm just sat, like, tears rolling down my face, like, all dramatic, and the server's like, you good?
Yeah, I didn't cry it, but only because I was emotionally unavailable at the time we went to go and see it. If I watched it again now, I feel like I always cry in the cinema now, but anyway, if I watched it now, I would break down and cry. My favourite one to cry at is The Iron Claw. That was
That's like a trigger word for Maisie.
No, it's the guy that sung I Can't every time I hear that song. But I'm so annoyed because they released it on Spotify, like the one from the Iron Claw soundtrack, and it's not even him singing.
Oh.
It's
What the
stupid
hell?
as hell.
Yeah, that was a great film.
What a dubious.
That is so you.
Grace, it's
What's
the last
next-
question.
Oh, all for me. Question 16. What are you most looking forward to?
That's a New York.
I'm most looking forward to. I feel like a lot of good movies are coming out. I say good movies, like movies that are my kind of. I know we complain about how many sequels there are right now, but I feel like the sequels that I'm excited for.
Yeah.
And I love the last part of the year, like going back to school. Depends if you like school, but I usually am chill with September, and then October is Halloween, and autumn starts, and autumn is my
Yeah.
favourite. November is my birthday, and then December is Christmas. Like, I just love that time of year so much. Yeah, and I'm excited for like, I know it's like far away, but like next summer after A levels, I feel like we need to make the most of that because that's gonna be
Yeah.
real fun.
We won't have
Going
any.
on holiday.
Yes.
Yes. We're going to Spain. Are we doing it?
Yeah.
That's crazy that we have to start
Podcast
booking
clip.
out like now.
Podcast video
Oh
in
wait,
Spain.
yeah.
Yes, podcast in Spain on the balcony.
Guys, give us money so we can go.
Please
Hashtag O.M.G
invest.
Podcast.
Hashtag O.M.G Podcast.
Oh, I bought Halloween because I used to hate Halloween when I was younger. It used to freak me out, and I hated. I was scared of it.
Wow, I used to love it.
I remember there was this man who used to like sit on a bench, and I thought, I don't know where this was. It felt real. When I was younger, like Halloween, the houses we used to go to felt like such a trek away. But now it's just like houses around the block, and I'm like, oh. But there was this one, and this guy used to like sit on the bench, but he'd like stay really still, and then you'd go up, and there'd be like a little bowl outside, and as you'd go up, he'd like run at you, and it actually traumatized me. But yeah, I used to hate Halloween, but now I love it because it gives me any excuse to like dress up, and it's so great, and I'm so excited.
I'm most looking forward to. I put 2 down. Like, oh yeah. As a more like closer thing, I'm really excited to do my short film for A-level film studies because I'm so unprepared for it. But like the idea I've got, it's like I can just see it perfectly in my head, and I know that that's kind of easy said than done because you have to execute that. But I feel like I know what I'm doing, whereas like I've had coursework and stuff in before, and I've felt a bit lost, and like I'm just really excited to shoot it because it's going to be in the drama studio, and that is literally where I live. I feel like I'm always at the drama studio at college, and I don't know why. They could be for any reason. So I'm really excited for that. So that's like a short term thing I'm excited for. And then long term, as scared as I am for it, I'm really excited to move to York because I mean, if I get in, but
Hey, you will.
You will.
So far,
Speaking
I'm
into the
getting
universe.
I love York and I love going around it. So it'd be nice to actually like live there because I always feel like I've come to terms with like when I live there, it will only be like part time because I will come home a lot. But yeah, I'm still excited to like have like that's where I live, that's where I sleep all the time. Do you know what I mean? And I'm really excited for the acting course because it just feels so me, and it feels like it's gonna prepare me for the industry that I want to go in because it's like an all rounder course. It's you act, but you do so much more than that, and I like being in everything in drama. I do it now, so yeah, I'm really excited for that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Oh yeah. Wait, I had my question I wanted to ask.
are we gonna end every episode with like Maisie philosophical question?
No, I always write questions in my notes, but no, this isn't philosophical. Where is it? Oh, so I saw this TikTok the other day. This is quite bad actually. It was this woman. She said that she had a dream that someone came up to her and street casted her for Love on the Spectrum, and so I wrote down. And I was like, "What do you think the worst show is to be like street casted for?"
I quite like that. That's a good question. The worst show to be street casted for.
Yeah.
God, I've got to think of shows.
I know. I'm trying to think.
It's got to be something like Naked Attraction.
Nah, that's a compliment.
You're saying like after you look fit naked.
Yeah.
What's the other one then?
No, if it was just like any like glow up show, I'd feel like right,
Yes.
kill yourself.
What's the other one from Naked Attraction? Where like
Naked and Afraid.
You're obsessed with that.
I'm not. I've never watched it.
Really?
Yeah.
No,
Why would I watch it?
because you keep. We've talked about this show way too many times for you to have never seen an episode.
I feel like I'd be quite flattered for most of them. Maybe like, would you be offended if someone like street casted you for Traitors?
no.
No.
I want to go on that show.
Wait, that's on my bucket list. I want to be in a TV show, but like
Yeah.
anything. I feel like if someone street casted me for like Pointless, I'd be like, oh my god, you actually think I'm like boring and useless.
What about the people that go on Pointless?
Boring and useless.
Too late now.
No, I'd love to go on the Traitors. The Traitors
Oh
is
my
like the
God,
dream
yeah.
I want to go on. I'm going to apply for it when I'm in uni. Because it's like a good thing, especially for like, if I want to get into that industry, like, it's good to have a TV show under your belt.
Would you ever go on Big Brother?
Part of me like wants to, but then 6 weeks in a house with people that I don't know.
I love it.
I don't know, because like when it was rebooted, I watched the first series and I quite like, there were people that I hated, but I feel like I could have got on with everyone. The second series, I hated everyone and didn't watch it because it was so bad. So it depends on who you get, and I just feel like no one would like me because I'm the type of person. If I don't know you as well, I'll just call you out on your bullshit. Like, if you're being an arsehole, I will tell you you're being an arsehole. I just can't deal with it. And I think it'd be like Marmite. Either everyone would love me for being like that, or everyone would hate me and be like, no, just carry on the drama. And be like, nah, I can't be doing this.
I wouldn't want to be street casted for The Secret Life of Mormon Wives. I'm just looking at shows. Oh, I wouldn't want to be street casted for MILF Manor.
Why not?
Why not? That's a compliment.
No. Oh, Dating Naked UK. Why is there so many of these shows? Squid Game the Challenge.
I'd do that. I'd be shit bad. Look, I'd do it.
I feel like one you wouldn't want to be.
Beast Games.
Like, they would never street cast for the show because it's got to be people who apply. But Catfish, because I feel like they're assuming that you talk to people online and that you're being catfished. And I feel like that'd be quite offensive.
Basically calling you an incel.
Yeah, pretty much. Not the people who go on Catfish are incels. Me and my dad are partial to watching that show a lot of the time. I love it. Oh, another one. Bargain Hunt. If someone came up to me and was like, go on Bargain Hunt, I'd be like, or Flog It, or I actually have a hatred for Flog It, I'm sorry.
I'd hate to be street casted for Bargain Hunt, but my granddad always watches it, and we always say if he went on, I'd go with him.
Oh. My dad actually said, would you go on with me? I said no.
I'll go on with it.
Because I know he's joking and he would never actually go on it. But the thought of us two looking at antiques, I'm like, we'd be absolutely useless. What do we know about antiques?
Oh, I want to go on Bake Off so badly.
Yeah. Well, literally, I feel like me and Liv say this every time the new cast of Bake Off are
Announced.
Broadcast or whatever, announced. They always just look like the kindest people. Like, it's like they go down the streets and think you look like you walk on rainbows and sunshine, and we want you to be on Bake Off. Like, they all look so happy and jolly.
They are like, there really isn't one this year, but there's always like an older lady that I always feel maternal over, and she always goes like second week, and I just love her.
It's like a kind of event for Bake Off.
Yeah, and I feel like there isn't really one this year. I can't remember if there is or not, but I remember looking and being sad that there wasn't. There's quite a lot of guys this year.
Another thing, because I follow Great British Bake Off on Instagram, they posted, or maybe it was, no, and they posted about the Great American Baking Show, that's like the American version. But I'm like, that's such a, like, Great British Bake Off, it just like falls off the tongue. The Great American Baking Show. I'm
well, because it's Great Britain, not Great America.
Yeah, or maybe it was the something American Baking Show, and I'm like, I don't like that, because they could have just called it American Bake Off.
Yeah.
Like the baking show just makes it sound kind of like clunky in the mouth.
They've already got Cake Boss. That's enough.
Hey, is it cake?
Oh my god.
Is it cake? Is the best.
Okay, down the same route. What show would you be a judge on?
Oh, there was.
Wait, also, I won't want to be street casted for Strictly Come Dancing because they think I can't dance, which I can't, but don't say that.
True. Yeah, but what if it was a street cast to join the professionals?
Well, you can't street cast me.
I'm just two-stepping down the streets.
Be a judge on. I think it would have to be Bake Off.
Mine?
Even though I'm a picky eater.
I'd love to be a judge on The Masked Singer. I feel like that could be so fun.
Wait.
Yeah, but I'm too, like, I get too cocky.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's not that person, and then 9 times out of 10 it is.
Yeah. But, like, I'm scared, like, they'd take the mask off and I'd be like, who's that?
There's so many times where that's happened.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and everyone's like, oh my god, it's them, and I'm like,
I didn't know there was Coco at our school.
Like, oh, they had one hit in the 80s and everyone knows them. I'm like, no.
Get me on Drag Race. This might be a recency
Oh,
bias, but
yes.
some of them results I was thinking they
Robbed.
yeah. Let me pick.
Estina even Mandela. Sorry.
Bimini.
Maybe
Bimini.
should have won. I really believe that.
I do love you, Lawrence Chain. If you ever see this, please don't hate me.
Lawrence Cheat. Okay.
No.
Cut out.
Lawrence Chain.
Yeah.
Being a guest judge on Drag Race
Yeah.
is so fun.
Yeah.
I feel like would you go on like I'm a Celeb? Would like not like presenting it obviously because I'm the deck of the goats, but like go on it.
I'd love to, and I feel like I'd end up leaving.
I don't like beans.
Like Gemma Collins when she got in the helicopter, she's like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I don't like beans.
Real. That's what she's such a valid reason.
And like the rice is just plain rice.
And like you know when they have like there's challenges when they dump things on the head, it's like there's no like obviously they get the shower in the waterfall, but there's no like shower to like get stuff out my hair.
like
I feel like
high
I have to, like,
pressure.
cut my hair really short before I went in because I'm not messing about like that.
I feel like it's so fun, you know, when like they've got a bath but they have to do the seesaw to get the water.
Yeah.
I
would do
hate
that.
Why does anyone get a bath when that is due?
Literally.
Like just get the shower, it's running free.
Just go in the river.
And it's like
know.
even then they've got to have a bath in their bikinis and underwear because they're just at the seesaw on the side, so it's like not even relaxing.
Yeah.
And it's like cold water.
No, I don't know what I'd have to do with my hair because obviously it's not even really curly, but like if something gets in it, like that's it, it's knotted, it'd have to get cut off. So I'd have to like braid it. But
yeah,
then
a lot of them like braid their hair or
yeah.
just have it in ponytail constantly.
So I'd have to like have it in like constant thick braids all the time and just never take it out or like get someone to help me with it.
Guys, I've got another answer for the best show to be street casted for.
Oh, God.
No, this is like the actual answer. In for a penny, Stephen Mulhern sees something in me.
Oh my god, literally.
Yes.
Love Stephen Mulhern. You guys know this about me. I love it. I feel maternal over Stephen Mulhern. Oh my god, I love In for a Penny. I will watch anything that he presents. Like my dad said, my dad said if he ever ran into Stephen Mulhern while they were filming In for a Penny, he'd do something really outrageously embarrassing so that they had to put him in the show. Because it's like, can you imagine the people who like. Because they must film with like a lot of people, and I bet sometimes they cut people out because it's like they found other people that were funnier. It's like I would make sure that they had to put me in, like even if I look like a psycho, they'd put me in, and I was like, that'd be humiliating to watch, but also like yeah.
But what if they didn't put him in after he did that?
Then
I think that's worse.
But then no one would have to know. But then also it's in his
He would
conscience
know.
forever.
I always, speaking about Stephen Mullen, I always say I'd go on Deal or No Deal. Like, if I needed, I'm really bad with watching Deal or No Deal because when they take the money, I'm like, no, because I'd go to the end.
That
But
one's just stressful.
It depends what you go for because some
Yeah.
of them go for like actually wanting money, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. But if I was going, I'd go just to meet Stephen Mulhern, and so I'd want the 1p with his face on it. Is it 1p or £1? I can't remember. So
I think it's 1p.
Either way, I'd just go all the way just so I could see Stephen Mulhern.
I always think that though with like shows, I'm like, I get people going it. I get people like going.
Don't hold it.
I get people like who go on it for money, but like I feel like don't go on game shows for money. Like you should go on a game show to take part in the whole game show. Like risk it all.
Something me and my family say is you went with nothing, so what does it matter if you come home with nothing? Like, yeah, it sucks and you could have won something, but you didn't. Your life's not changed, so find another way.
Yeah.
Another what?
No.
Why are you passing me the mic, babe?
Because she don't want me to speak. I'm being silent.
I'm silent.
Censorship.
Like a little
horrendous.
Oh my god, it's the finger monkey.
God's sake. Another game show I'd love to go on is 1% Club.
Yes,
Literally,
I'd be so bad, but I'd love it.
Me and my parents play it every time it's on, and we get so competitive.
Yeah. Me and my auntie.
I love it. I want to go on it so badly, and
that's the one that I'd like. You know, when you're in uni, you can kind of do what you want a little bit.
Yeah.
That is the one I'd apply for first, because I'd just be like, I can't do this, but hey ho.
I feel like it's one of those shows when people are just like crazy that go on. Like there's some people, they ask what the money's for and they just say the most stupidest thing, I think, because they just want airtime. But there was this one guy and he was like, oh, I missed my brother's wedding to be here. And I was like, that's crazy. And he was meant to be like the best man. I was like, that's crazy.
That reminds me
And
of...
he didn't even win. So I was like, oh, what a waste.
Did you know Chris MD missed Ethan and Faith's wedding
Yeah.
because he was on a date? So he went on a date and like the next day was their wedding, so everyone flew out earlier. And he was like, guys, I'm going to go on this date and I'll be back. And like there was really bad weather in the UK, so
Oh my
all the flights got
God.
delayed and he couldn't go. That's why he's
Could he
in none
really
of the
not
pictures.
postpone the date by like a week?
I know. I was
That's
just
so
like,
bad.
and then they never ended up together. I don't think they even saw each other again. So that was it. That just reminded me of that.
But yeah, I'd never go on Strictly because I feel like I'm one of those people that's like there's no motion, rhythm in my body.
Yeah, I did dance and gymnastics for like 6 years and I actually got nowhere. I remember everyone was doing like somersaults and I was like, I can't even do a cartwheel.
I'd love to do it because it's just cringy and it's kind of fun, but I'd be out first week.
Yeah, dancing on ice, terrified. But
No,
I feel like
I'd love to do it, but
No.
I
I
wouldn't.
feel like I'd love to try, but then I'd slice a finger off or something.
I'm terrified of ice skating. I will never do it ever again in my life. Yes. Wait, we should have had the biggest fear onto the question.
Yeah.
Clowns. Clowns are my biggest fear. I hate clowns. I actually I can't It depends like obviously because the year 13s their A-level thing, they was clowns and I was fine. It's like because I knew who they were.
Yeah.
Like I knew it was like Acacia and Ellie and all them doing it. Like, but if it's someone I don't know, I don't like it. I don't like the It films. I never watched them.
I need to watch them.
Just missing out. That's what I mean. I feel like clowns don't scare me that much, but like there's something creepy about that kind of like fairground, like those fun houses. But I feel like they don't creep me out in the way that they should. Like I feel like that just the feeling of being watched is like my biggest fear. Like in the movies when like it's focused on one person, then it's like someone in the distance you just see a pair of eyes. I'm like that. I hate it, and that's like horrible. But I feel like I'm scared of everything, but also like not much at the same time. Like I feel like sometimes I'm like, oh, and then other times I'm like, oh, I'm not bothered.
Yeah. No, what was I gonna say about clown? Like I can go to a fun house and like I think it's quite fun. I love it. I love going, but they just freak like. I have a fear of clowns because of the 2016 clown epidemic. It really got to me, guys. Like, I just remember my dad saying like he showed me like a clown face on like a news article and like was like they're coming for you, and I was like I'm gonna lose it. And then I remember someone showed me like the Tim Curry who does it, like the original It.
Oh yeah.
And he's in the drain, and like because
I think it's him.
because the prosthetic is so bad, I didn't understand that at like 5 years old. I actually was terrified. I remember going to the toilet and like on some toilets there's like the two little things to like hold it on the thing.
Yeah.
I used to think they were eyes, and I used to think that it was a clown watching me.
Oh, that just reminded me of something I used to hate when I was younger. There's like cubicles when you go to the bathroom, like when you go to a public bathroom, but it's like a room. Like those used to scare me when I was younger because it's like if I'm trapped, there's no escape. But it's like I'm not.
Well, I know not, but like a disabled.
Yeah,
kind
but
of
like,
thing, but then for everyone.
No, because they're always small, like small little rooms, and I feel like because I can't see like the outside, it's like if I get locked in. But I don't understand why because I don't have a fear of small spaces. But it's like
it's the fear of being locked in.
Yeah, and then like when they have automatic lights and then the lights go off. But it's like then you have to wave your arm like an idiot. But like I remember one time I did get locked in the toilet, and I think that's it. Just. But my fear started before, and then it actually happened. Then I was like, no, this is the end.
I remember I got locked in the toilet when I was like, I must have been like 5 or something. Why was I going to the toilet by myself? I was 5, fair enough.
Why was I going to the toilet?
And I just remember like I was at a party and people had to like drag me over the top. What? I remember it as a top, but watch it be like they just pulled me from underneath.
Yeah,
and so
that's still bad.
They couldn't break down the door from what I remember, so they had to like drag me from underneath.
God.
So I've got a little bit of a fear of being locked in, but I kind of just laugh about it because I don't really remember.
I'm really scared of ladders, like heights in general, but ladders.
Yes.
I love heights. If I know I'm strapped in, I love it.
No.
No, because like you get the little tingly feeling in your feet, and it's like it's kind of exciting. But then I'm like, no, I'm not gonna like die. But also, I've realized recently, why is it so I feel like I've got a skewed perception of how common stalkers are. Because in my head, I feel like one of us three is gonna have a stalker at one point in our life, and it's
Can we not manifest
No.
this?
Yeah, but this is my head.
Right.
Because I keep seeing people talking about it and hearing about it, and I'm like, why is this so common?
Well, because I feel like with social media you can talk about it, and it's easier for people to find you.
Yeah.
But please don't speak that into the universe that we're gonna get a stalker, because I'm gonna be paranoid. Right, edit that out. There's no way. That's weird as hell. That's so creepy.
Hashtag O.M.G Podcast.
That was the craziest tangent I had. What's the final question? What are you most excited for? And then we've got
Yeah.
Final boss.
It's because Maisie said her question.
Oh yeah.
Thank you for watching the O.M.G Podcast.
See you later.
Bye.